And welcome back to the New York Giants franchise rebuild. Here today we have the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, versus the Baltimore Ravens. It's 2027, 4 years in the future, and we have gotten our Giants to the big game. If we win, separate conversation that will occur. If we lose, separate conversation regardless. But our opponent today are the Baltimore Ravens. I hope you guys are excited. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment what you've thought of this season, like the video of course, and let's get right into it. The Baltimore Ravens are a quality football team led by their defense. They don't allow a lot of points, they don't allow a lot of passing yards. Though, we could lean heavily on our ground game again. Offensively, they have Lamar Jackson, who is, if not the most dynamic quarterback in the league, he's one of them. I assume that he's the most dynamic. Can I find them? Here are the Ravens. Of course, Lamar Jackson. You got Roquan Smith, Mark Andrews, Kyle Hamilton. This team hasn't changed too much since we've started. But, you know, they have Perry Sweat here as their starting back. They have Devin Singletary. They have they're three deep here at wide receiver. They just drafted Aaron Parker. You know, they drafted a tackle in this past class who's their starting rookie. They have mainly focused on the offensive line. 3 new starters across it. Amemabu here is going to be out today, so this definitely hurts their already struggling defense or run-stopping defense here. And, you know, they have Alec Michaels, one of their other top draft picks, Ben Leach. They have good defensive linemen. This is a quality team. One of the best teams in the league. It should be a hard-nosed game here. I'm expecting a slugfest just like the last 2 games. So, you know, but for us guys, we are welcoming back Drake London today. So we are fully healthy, other than we are currently missing, what's his name? Taylor Wilkerson. But we have all of our receivers back and healthy, and we have our top 2 backs. John Sherman's playing well. John Michael Schmidt is back. You know, defensively, they're playing very good football. Let's go out there and let's go win a Super Bowl. I haven't won a Super Bowl in Madden since, I want to say the New York Jets franchise, and that's like 2 years ago. As we are here in the Super Bowl, it's John Sherman versus Lamar Jackson here. A rematch of the 2001 Super Bowl. These 2 teams of the Giants and Ravens played, and the Ravens absolutely destroyed the Giants. The New York is looking, though, to get their first championship all the way back in 2012. I was at that Super Bowl versus New England as a Giants fan myself. We're trying to win this championship here today with John Sherman, drafted 2nd overall 3 years ago. He's gotten us to the promised land. Can we now finish it off here? Most of our players on our roster does not have any rings. Let's go out there and change that. Here today, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Let's go have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. As Tucker is set to kick us off here in Super Bowl, I don't really know. As I do a little spin, here comes Claiborne. As the rookie will get us to the 24. And here comes this year's 3rd-year man, John Sherman. Had a big prove-it season this year, and he delivered. 35 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He's now won 3 straight postseason games. And now he's looking to make it 4. Here versus the number 3rd seed on the AFC, Baltimore. Tyrone Tracy's the back. First play of the Super Bowl will go to Tracy, and he will pick up 3. As the first play, Andrew Thomas is shaken up and heading back into the locker room. Oh my God. Injuries have been the biggest story here for this Giants team. We just never really got fully healthy at the same time. But we've made it work. Here comes David Montgomery, who kept us in the ball game a week ago with a $140 and 3 scores. It's a 3rd down and short. 3rd down and 1 here. Tracy's the back. He gets the call as he's able to get the first down, stopped by Roquan Smith. I just got the word no Andrew Thomas. 2nd-year left tackle, number 69. Randall will have to step it up. Drake London is the motion man, but they will turn to Wandale. And Wandale, throughout this whole playoffs, has been such an important playmaker for this Giants receiving core. Fresh set of downs here for the Giants. Gonna go to Montgomery now, trying to cut it outside. He got a good block. He'll pick up 9. Here at the 37, Sherman will go empty here on 2nd down and short. Takes the snap. Baltimore sends a blitz. Sherman, though, has other plans. He wants London. And Drake couldn't reel it in. Marlon Humphrey is the man in coverage. 3rd down and 1 here. Sherman, I formation. Will go play action. Looks to throw. Connects here with Malik Neighbors. As Neighbors, I expect him to have a big week this week. Has been so important throughout this playoffs. Fresh set of downs here for New York. Here at the 25, Montgomery trying to stay on his feet. Will only get back to the line of scrimmage. It's the 2nd down and 2. Sherman looks to throw. Wants London, and that ball is off the mark. 3rd down and 10, New York needing a conversion. Sherman takes the snap, looks to throw. Step it up in the pocket, and here comes John Sherman, picking up the first down and more. Something throughout this whole postseason we really haven't seen Sherman utilize a lot is his legs. In the regular season, he did it a lot. And now here in the Super Bowl, he's turning back to them. The opening possession here for New York is a nice long drive. Here comes a little pitch now for Montgomery, as David Montgomery will get us to the 3. Nice possession here for New York. 2nd down and 1. As this will be Tyrone Tracy, and Tracy will get in. Touchdown, New York. And this is the first career touchdown in the Super Bowl here for Tyrone Tracy. First touchdown since Ahmad Bradshaw scoring. But Tyrone Tracy here will get us the early advantage off a nice long possession here for us. As Ryan Stonehouse is set to kick us off here, as Baltimore will be getting the football next. And how do we slow down Lamar Jackson? He can throw the football from anywhere, and he can run it with running back athleticism and speed. This season, 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. The passing numbers weren't there in terms of touchdowns, but the team still went 11-6. We're the number 3rd seed, won their division as well. Number 26 is Devin Singletary, used to be on our team. Mark Andrews is the motion man. Here comes the quick hitter here to Andrews. I expect him to have a lot of catches today. 2nd down and 4 here. Singletary's the back. Gonna hand it to him, and he's gonna lose 4. Simmons getting a little bit of good, nice TFL right there. It's 3rd down and 8 here for Lamar Jackson and his offense. He will look to throw, feeling some pressure. Finds his man, and that's Bateman for 22. First down here for Jackson after the big play. And that's their rookie receiver, Parks. There's a lot of good speed. Looks to throw, Jackson. He will find Flowers here, their number 1 receiver, for a first down and more. First down here for Jackson. Seeing the changing up the production here. Sent 5 is New York. Parks, the rookie receiver, hangs on for 9. I do expect this game to be a very close ball game. As Jackson here will motion Andrews, feeling the rush here. Thibodeau! Kayvon Thibodeau getting there for the sack. His first one here in the Super Bowl. Wow. Exactly what this Giants defense needed. And now an opportunity to force a field goal attempt. Quick hitter, that ball is batted away. Drew Phillips as our secondary hasn't been making a ton of plays throughout this playoffs. They've just been consistently well. But Drew Phillips knocked that pass away. And here comes Justin Tucker, who will be attempting this long field goal attempt. It's kicked. Good. New York's offense trots back out on the field after a nice long opening possession. Now looking to do it again, as New York will stay on the ground here with Montgomery. This is an injury to, I think, one of the linebackers here for, yes, this is their rookie or their young linebacker that they drafted hurting. This is a pretty significant injury here for the Ravens. So we'll start at our own as we got the first down off the carry. We'll go back to Montgomery, getting some good blocks. He'll pick up 9 more. Tracy checks back in. Theo Johnson motions. We'll look to throw it his way. Theo Johnson, he's going to be able to pick up a first down and more. New York now past midfield, looking to try to add on to their lead. Sherman looks to throw, pressured, and he goes down. And that is Omenahu with a sack. Good play. Now it's second down and 19 after the sack. Sherman will look to throw. Takes his check down here to Tyrone Tracy. And Tracy will pick up good solid 8 yards right there. Maybe the last play here, the first quarter of the Super Bowl. Sherman motions Theo Johnson. Will get the play off. Sherman will look to throw. Wants Wandale. Connects with him underneath. As Wandale Robinson will get us inside the 30. New York's up 7-3 at the beginning of 2. As the Giants here are driving. Sherman will go to an empty look now. Takes the snap. He looks to throw. End zone. Neighbors again. Why do you leave him alone? Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors throughout this postseason has solidified himself as a top 3 receiver, in my opinion. He has scored in every playoffs. Each touchdown has been an important one, and this one is just the same. It gives us a 2-score advantage here early on in this ball game. Giants are up 14-3. Now Lamar Jackson. What can you do? Starting with play action, looks to throw. Sends it underneath here for a pickup of 7. Our defense has to be able to play discipline today. We can't allow Lamar to beat us with his legs. Here comes Jackson. He throws it away. Really, the last thing I want to see is Jackson start running around. As he will look to throw. Jamie Davis, he's in coverage as that ball is knocked down. And our defense is forcing a quick 3 and out here. Now you're giving the offense of the Giants the ball right back to work here. Here comes Sherman. Left alone is Drake London. Welcome him back. We've missed Drake as he gets us here to midfield. What a play. And if New York can figure out a way to score, this would really change the complexion of this ball game. Here comes Montgomery. He broke free. Can he get the edge? He can't. Denied here at the 2. David Montgomery just popped one here versus this Ravens defense. What a run. Our formation here is first down and goal here from the 2. Sherman hands the ball off to Montgomery. Denied. Losing a couple. New York will stay with 3 tight ends out on the field, but instead go play action. Sherman feeling the rush. Doesn't like anything. Has to throw it away. Sherman will go empty here, trying to capitalize off the big run. He looks to throw. He wants end zone. London! Can't reel it down. Roquan Smith knocks it out. And this is decision time here for the Giants. Well, it's 4th down and goal here from the 4. New York here in the Super Bowl will go. Theo Johnson motions out wide. Looks to throw his Sherman. Not liking anything. Takes his check down. Montgomery! And David Montgomery will get it to the end zone here, as the Giants now stunning this Ravens team 21-3 here in the Super Bowl. New York just showing their dominance. Well, now Lamar Jackson and his Ravens offense, they need to be able to wake up right now. They need a score. Jackson motioning his receiver here. As he takes the snap, quick hitter, and this is Bateman for 4. Really haven't seen them try to run the football as much as I thought they would. Jackson here, and this time he keeps it himself, and he's gonna make this Giants defense pay. Here comes Lamar, and he's to the 10-5 touchdown. He just outran the entire New York defense. Yeah, he's the problem. We have to be able to contain him. And yeah, Parks couldn't catch it. No one could catch him. Well, Baltimore was able to put up some points here as Lamar Jackson just ran for a big play. Here comes Montgomery, who caught the receiving touchdown, gets a yard. Maybe New York kind of wants to settle in a little bit more, gonna add on to their lead. Here comes Montgomery again, picking up 3. Tracy here will check in, 3rd down. As New York will set up a little screen for Tyrone. Getting in a good block there by Schmidt. And he gets the 1st down. Nice pitch and catch there for New York. We'll go play action here. Connects here with Drake London, and London here cutting upfield, breaks the tackle as London gets us to the 35 halfway through the 2nd quarter. And New York looking to go back up by 3 scores. Gracie is the back here for this 1st down. As he's gonna get the call, stays on his feet, and Tyrone Tracy takes this play inside the 25. 2 tight end formation here. Sherman will go play action, looks to throw. Sends it here underneath to Malik Neighbors for 8. 2nd down and 2 here. Montgomery's back in it. Gets the call, got some good blocks again. Our blocking has been excellent. 1st down and goal here. New York looking to go back up by 3 scores. Sherman will go empty. Sherman takes it, looks to throw a slant, and this is Waddell, caught, touchdown. And New York has had 4 possessions here, and just like in the wild card, they scored on every single one. They're doing it again right now. This time it's for one Dale Robinson, 3rd passing touchdown here in the 1st half for John Sherman. Well, one thing we have to do is keep an eye on Jackson, but their defense, they need us to be able to step it up here in the as Singletary here will pick up 3. So Lamar Jackson has to be able to will his team back into this action here. At least getting a touchdown and going into the half with down 28-17 is probably a lot better feeling. Here comes Mark Andrews here, and he picks up a 1st down inside the 40 now of New York. 2 minutes to go now, as Lamar Jackson is in the shotgun here, as he's trying to make this game here by 11. Jackson sends it over the middle. It's off the hands of the rookie. Big drop right there, as it's still about 2 minutes to go. It's Jackson here. Will motion Parks. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Right back to Parks, and he can't hang on to this one either. Don't know why they continue to trust in that rookie. Trying to get the ball to Flowers or Bateman. 3rd down. Gonna go play action. Sends it over the middle. Parks, his 3rd straight target. This time, though, it's a catch. Set of downs here for Lamar. Bateman's the motion man. Right back to Parks. It's been his possession. 2nd down and inches here at the 15. Motioning again, Bateman. Looks to throw. Mark Andrews with a diving reception. Timeout, Baltimore. 1st down and goal here from the 3. As Jackson will look to throw. Takes his check down. And that's their backup tight end, Simpson, with the score. And Baltimore trying to stay in this action. Well, 33 seconds to go. I took the delay call. It's on me. But we'll send it to our fullback, use our 1st timeout here. 27 seconds to go. Don't know if we have enough time to try to get some more points here. Sherman motioning, looks to throw. Sending it deep down the field. Wants Tyrone Tracy on the sideline. The ball is knocked away. New York with 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Will look to throw. Once one, Dale Robinson connects with him, and he scurries out of bounds, saving the timeouts. Great play there by the veteran. 16 clicks now. Sherman here will look to throw. Sends it over the middle. That ball is too high. 12 seconds now. It's still 2 timeouts. Can New York maybe get into field goal range? Sherman takes it, looks to throw. Wants one, Dale undercut, intercepted. Interception here in the Super Bowl. And I don't know who just picked it off, but great play on the football. Now Lamar might get one or two, most likely one chance for a Hail Mary shot as he will look to throw. Trying to extend. Throws it as far as he can. Zeros are on the clock here in the second half. As we will head into halftime up 27 or 28-17. You know, we've had 4 very good possessions, all ended in scores. The Ravens, unfortunately, had a couple possessions that did not go in their favor, but a long rushing touchdown there by Lamar Jackson really kept them in this ball game. I believe they will start with the football here in the beginning of the second half. So our defense need to continue to play the best we possibly can, and that can be our one and only mistake in terms of the second half with that interception. As Baltimore here will start with the football at the beginning of the second half, trying to get back into this game. This ball is knocked out. That's Thibodeau. Lamar Jackson has to be able to stay just very confident. This Ravens team really can't afford negative plays. Here comes play action, sent over the middle, and that ball is knocked down by Branford. 4 wide receivers with Mark Andrews out there. Jackson will go empty here. And I don't know if New York will spy him. They don't. As Jackson now trying to escape, and Burns! He will get back there, and he's going to be forcing a 3 and out here at the beginning of the second half. And that's something that you just can't afford here if you're the Ravens. Here comes the Giants offense, starting at their own 30. 3 receivers set. Montgomery gets the call. Will lose a yard. New York puts Malik Neighbors in the backfield. Sherman will look to throw, sending it his way. Neighbors trying to stay on his feet, still fighting. Maybe picks up a good solid 8. New York will keep Neighbors in the backfield. For 3rd down and 2, handed it his way. Here goes Malik Neighbors, as Neighbors can do it all here for his Giants offense. Sherman staying in the I formation. Gonna go play action, looks to throw. Sending it to Drake London, and London reels it here at the 29. What a play. And our offense just seems to be clicking at all cylinders right now. Montgomery is at the back here for this 1st down. Here comes David, picking up 8 more, already over 100 yards rushing. 2nd down and 2. Tracy motions out wide. Sherman will look to throw. Wants one, Dale, but he's undercut, intercepted. Back the other way, and Baltimore's defense, they're keeping them alive. Brian Stevens with the INT, and this will keep Baltimore in this ball game if their offense can find the end zone. Lamar Jackson starting at his own 23. There, his defense just gave him a gift, and he capitalized. Play action, sends it to Andrews, can't reel it in. 2nd down and 10. Jackson hasn't done much of anything here in the second half. Gonna go to Singletary's way. Singletary powers through 1 tackler to pick up 7. Sure, offensive lineman out there on the field. 3rd down and 3. Jackson in the pistol. Singletary's the back. Handed the ball off to Devin, and he won't go far. He doesn't get anything. And this defense holds up strong. New York needs to be able to figure out this offense. They've had a couple turnovers now. As here goes a loss. Sherman wanted to do it himself. Michaels, that's their young defensive tackle. It's a big loss of 4 after the TFL. Sherman now, he's gonna go play action fake, looks to throw. Not liking much of anything. Sherman sending it down the field, and Theo Johnson came back for it. Bailing out his quarterback, getting us the 1st down and more. And now we're back into Baltimore territory. Do tight end look here. Sherman hands the ball off Montgomery's way, picking up 2. 2nd down and 8 here. Tracy checks in. They go to him off the screen. Penalty is thrown as Tracy shoves out of bounds. Well, what's the call here? And it's roughing the passer here on the defense. I wasn't expecting that. Al Michaels, the young defensive lineman, is the guilty man. And now New York finds themselves inside the 15 as they will turn to Montgomery here as David will pick us 8. Sherman here, 2nd down and 2. Here as John will keep it himself. John Sherman goes up the middle and he will score. I think that was a designed run for this young quarterback. He kept it himself, decides to go up the middle, and he just kind of puts his head down and he gets in. And New York here will go up big. Well, the pressure is on Lamar Jackson. You're down 35-17. You basically have maybe, what, 3 or 4 more possessions at most. You got to be able to capitalize. This is a good start, gain of 9. Singletary's the back here. 2nd down and 1. Power look here for the Ravens. Singletary gets the call, goes up the middle, picks up a 1st down. Here at the 38 now, Lamar Jackson. Here we go. As he will look to throw, sends it short, and a great play there by Derek Parks. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Motioning Simpson here, as Jackson will do a little RPO action, and Flowers won't go far. Giants defense trying to force another punt now. Jackson trying to avoid that. Mark Andrews is the motion man. 3rd down and 9. Jackson, plenty of time in the pocket, sends it over the middle, and here's Bateman. Rashad Bateman will get his Ravens offense here to the 41 of New York. Our set of downs here. Simpsons is the motion man. Jackson looks to hand the ball off here to Singletary, got the edge. Parks with a bad angle. Devin Singletary versus his former team will score. And that kind of keeps Baltimore this ball game. It definitely helps. New York takes over here at their own 31. And they're looking to take time off this clock. Montgomery won't go far, as Michael is here for the Ravens as hurt. Montgomery stays in here, 2nd down, as he's not going to go far. Johnson with a good TFL. 1 quarter to go here in the Super Bowl. New York's up 35-14. Facing a 3rd down and 17. Just looking to continue to take time off this clock. Here's Theo Johnson, as he will get the clock moving a little bit more. But New York will settle to punt. Lamar Jackson's defense did their job. Now he's trying to do his. 3 tight end look. Sends it underneath here. Simpson for 3. Giants defense looking to hold up strong here. We have a 2-score advantage over the Ravens right now. Here's Jackson out of the pocket. Now looks to run it himself. We'll get the 1st down. Something that we have not really seen him do. He's done it well, though. Did really expect Lamar Jackson to be running all over us, but he hasn't. Here comes Jackson, looks to throw. Got pressured in his face. Bateman hangs on for 5. 2nd down and 5 here. Lamar Jackson in the shotgun, as he will connect again with Bateman. Back-to-back receptions. 7:10 to go here, as Lamar slowly, methodically moving up the field right now. Blitz is sent here by New York, as Jackson escapes from the pocket, and now he has open field in front of him. Lamar Jackson, as he will slide here at the 15. And that is just a big time run there by Jackson. Giants wanted to blitz there, did not get home. Now Lamar, 6:25 to go. 2 tight end formation. Here comes Devin Singletary. Singletary meets Evans, breaks his tackle, and shoved out of bounds here at the 1. He's been running hard. 1st down and goal here from the 1, maybe even half yard. As here comes Singletary, tries to make a move, and good play there by Newbin. 2nd down and goal. Giants defense trying to hold strong. Singletary again. This time we'll score. 5:25 to go. As this ball game is in striking distance now, if the Ravens can get it back. Baltimore looks to go for 2 here. Lamar Jackson trying to make this game by 3. It's Jackson here with Shelton in the backfield. Will look to throw. End zone. Flowers got it. 35-32 now is this ball game. New York looking to hold on to their lead. They're up by 3 now. They're also looking to take time off the clock. Penalty is thrown, as I think this play will be coming back due to a holding call, and it is. John Sherman now faces a first down and 18 here. Bunch formation will go empty here. Sherman looks to throw, sets his feet, and he wants one tail. Oh my, that should have been picked. Sherman with 3 tight ends out there. Second down and 18. Looks like they're just going to be content to run the football here. The clock moving a little bit. But now you face a 3rd down and 13. Sherman trying to keep the possession alive. Will look to throw. Escapes from the pocket. Wants neighbors, and the ball is knocked down. And now Baltimore with a 4:24 to go will be getting the football back after this punt here by Ryan Stonehouse. And they have plenty of time, the whole playbook in front of them, and they only need 3 to tie it up. As a good play there by Clark Phillips. Now a bit of pressure on our defense here. Can they hold strong here and maintain this lead for us? Lamar in the shotgun with a bunch formation here to the right. Bateman motions out wide. As here comes play action. This ball is checked down here. And Drew Phillips with a good tackle. As Kayvon Thibodeau, he is shaken up right now. And this could be a significant loss. Right now, Jonathan Cooper is out there, number 90. 4:11 to go. No Thibodeau right now out on the field. Flowers motions, looks to throw. Jackson sends it, and that ball is knocked down by McFadden. And that will make this a 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 7 here. Jackson with 5 men on the line. He's gonna go, looks to throw, burns in his face, finds Marks Andrews. And he's past the 50, tackled here at the 45 of New York. Kayvon Thibodeau, even with a high ankle sprain, back out there on the field. As this is a run, but met by Burns. We needed that. 2nd down and 13 here after the loss. About 3 minutes now to go here in the Super Bowl. As this will go play action, Lamar settles underneath here, parks in with a good tackle. Makes this a 3rd down and 9. They probably are in field goal range. 3rd down and 9. 2:30 to go. Giants defense trying to hold strong. Lamar Jackson. Motion Simpson with 2 tight ends out on the field. Looks to throw, sends it over the middle. Bateman reels it down here at the 31. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This pressure is massive on this defense right now, as this Giants defense needs to hold strong. 2 minutes to go here in the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson down by 3. You'll go play action. Bateman left alone. Bateman scores. Baltimore will go up here. Lamar Jackson sent it over the middle, and he finds his man Bateman. But you're still leaving a minute 55 here for this Giants offense. All 3 timeouts in their back pocket. What can they do? Well, here comes the kickoff here. It's going to be sent to Titus Allen, 2nd-year wide receiver. Going to try to get us into good field position. Allen up the middle. Gets us to the 39. And after that good return, here comes John Sherman. Throughout this postseason, he has led a couple comebacks, and he has stayed strong. Already has thrown 3 touchdowns today, and now he needs to go down the field and find another. Motioning Theo Johnson will look to throw, sends it to Wandale. as Wandale will hang on with an easy reception. First timeout used by New York. New York can still work the middle of the field. You have plenty of time in that department. Setting up now a little screen. Tracy won't go anywhere. Will actually lose a yard. Well, you know, it's 4th down territory here for the Giants. Sherman will look to throw, and that ball is high. It's 4th down, and here's your ball game. New York needs this first down if they want a chance. 4th down, Sherman will look to throw. Once Drake London over the middle, and he connects with him. London tackled here at the 44, timeout New York. Wow. 1:07 here for the Giants. New York here will motion Tyrone Tracy. Sherman will look to throw. Sherman now loads up for a deep shot. Neighbors can't reel it in. 60 seconds to go. The Giants just took their shot. It did not connect though. 60 seconds, 1 timeout here. New York needs a touchdown. Sherman, Theo Johnson, what a reception here. And we needed that. Wow, what a play. Here at the 55 seconds to go. John Sherman trying to lead a comeback. Takes the snap, he looks to throw. Wants Theo Johnson, who dives into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Theo Johnson with back-to-back big-time receptions. Ended in a score. Is that your ball game? I don't know. There's still 40 seconds and 3 timeouts. But John Sherman just delivered his 5th touchdown pass. This time to Theo Johnson. Well, now Baltimore. They get another chance to try to either equalize this with a field goal or basically end the ball game with a touchdown. 47 seconds, 3 timeouts. Lamar Jackson, it's his turn. Let's see what he can do here versus our defense. They need to be able to hold strong. 47 seconds to go. Lamar Jackson in the shotgun. Looks to throw Bateman's way. And he gets the first down and a lot more timeouts. We gotta be able to hold on to Bateman. Lamar will look to throw. Giants send a blitz. Ball is checked down though. Second timeout used. 2nd down and 37 seconds to go. Both teams have 1 timeout. Lamar will now look to run it himself. Picks up a first down and a lot more. No timeout used. Now they use it. 28 seconds to go. Just can't afford to take a sack here. We need a sack though. This Giants defense needs to be able to make a play. Lamar Jackson is in field goal range. Are they trying to score a touchdown? Jackson takes the snap, looks to throw. Sends it underneath here. Flowers makes the reception. Time is ticking. Time continues to click here. This might be your ball game, folks. This pass knocked down. A second to go. You gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. And Baltimore will send out Justin Tucker. We'll time out, try to ice the guy. But I think we're gonna have overtime here in the Super Bowl. Oh my God. Here comes Justin Tucker. We tried to ice him. This is a pretty routine play for him. We're good. It's good. We're tied up here, 42 apiece. And we're gonna head into overtime here as Lamar Jackson here in the 4th quarter put up 18 points. And that kept them in the ball game. Now, I think we might have a chance. We've got to do the coin flip and everything. This has been a tough game. Who will get the football first? We'll call heads. We won the toss. I want the football here. Now, I think with these rules, I think both teams get a chance here. So, regardless if we score a touchdown, Baltimore will get an opportunity. But we'll start with it first. I guess we have 10 minutes and 15 seconds to work with. Here we go. Titus Allen on the return now. And don't forget, the whole playbook is open. We don't have to go whole pass happy right now. New York here, starting at their own 29. Here at the beginning of overtime. Starting with a Tyrone Tracy run to pick up 3. High formation here for New York. They will stay on the ground. It's time for Montgomery! And we haven't said his name in a while. He picks up a first down as he pinballs his way. But Montgomery is shaken up. That means Tyrone Tracy, he checks in. He will get a lot of calls now. Now he goes up the middle, or gets to the outside. He gets the first down, and more good hard running right there. Now New York will turn to the shotgun. Tracy still is the back. He gets another call here, and he's going to pick up 8 more. And I think Tyrone Tracy's shaken up? No. David Montgomery checks back in. He's okay, thankfully. He gets a call, moves away from defenders, puts his head down, and David Montgomery. This is his 3rd postseason with a $140. As New York is just power running their way down the field. Stayed on the ground. Montgomery again. Now above a $150 here. As New York putting together another great possession. Inside the 15 now. High formation. And Roquan Smith can't stop him. And Montgomery sets his offense goal to go. This should have been a loss of 3 or 4. Montgomery breaks that tackle. And now it's goal to go action here for the Giants. They have just ran the football here at overtime. They will stay on the ground. Montgomery. And he gets his team to the 3. David Montgomery's not out there on the field. Here comes though Tracy, who scored the first one. He will score here. Tyrone Tracy with a big time run here in overtime. And New York and Tyrone Tracy started this game with a rushing touchdown. And he gets one here to finish it. Baltimore will have a chance to equalize though. And here comes Lamar Jackson. Doesn't matter the amount of time. What you have to do is score a touchdown. New York defense trying to end this ball game. As here comes Jackson, looks to throw. Blitz is set, Mark Andrews left alone! Oh my God! Our secondary can't cover people right now. This Giants defense just allowed a massive play there. Now Jackson down the field, caught here! And that's inside the 20. Oh my God. How do you slow them down? Lamar Jackson in an empty look here. And I think he's comfortable versus this defense here at the 19 of New York. Jackson will go empty, looks to throw, sends it Flowers' way, but he can't hang on. Good pass breakup. Staying empty here. Giants defense needs to be able to hold up strong. 2nd down. Here comes Jackson, playing time. Time starts to run out. He looks to run it himself. Jackson got the angle. Drew Phillips, what are you looking at? Touchdown, Baltimore. An extra point away from tying up this game apiece and making it sudden death here in the Super Bowl. They just need an extra point here from Justin Tucker. It's good. Now it's the next team that scores wins. Well, New York has only ran the football here in overtime. They'll start, though, with play action on this possession. Sherman looks to throw. Oh, my, that should have been picked. Oh, my God, I wanted Neighbors. 2nd down and 10. Sherman looks to throw again, and it's off the hands now of Malik Neighbors. No, you gotta be kidding me. Well, you have to throw it here if you're John Sherman. 3rd down and 10. He takes the snap, looks to throw, sending it over the middle, intercepted. No, not like this. Not like this. And that's gonna be a pick 6. Baltimore's gonna win the Super Bowl. Hightower with the INT. You gotta be kidding me, man. Darren Hightower with the INT. I panicked. I wanted Malik Neighbors, but he just was covered. Intercepted. Baltimore will be winning the Super Bowl, ending our run, as John Sherman will walk off the field in disappointment. You gotta be kidding me, man. I think this is the first time in one of my series I've lost in the Super Bowl. It's the first time since I believe the New York Jets that I even got us, like, playing-wise to the Super Bowl. And we lose that in that fashion. I mean, guys, this is the biggest choke for both offensively and defensively. I don't know what to say. I mean, we were up 28-17 at the beginning of halftime. And then we just could not move the football. We threw 3 interceptions with John Sherman. I can't totally blame him for a couple of those, but still, you know, we ran the ball, I feel like, better than they did, but Lamar Jackson popped 2 massive runs, and that was the key difference today. I mean, Montgomery played excellent. Same thing here with Tracy. Bateman, we just couldn't cover. Same thing with Mark Andrews. We led on Theo Johnson, but, you know, you hold Malik Neighbors to 4 catches, 58 yards, and a score. I mean, that's winning football because you forced us to go to other guys, and we just couldn't do it. Drake London had himself a big day. No sacks allowed. And our defense, our coverage started to be shaky at really throughout the whole fourth quarter. No interceptions, 2 sacks allowed, a good amount of pass breakups, but still. Wow. The biggest choke I've ever done. As we sim ahead after the Super Bowl, see, Lamar Jackson is your Super Bowl MVP. We fall 40, 55, 49. I still can't believe it. And throughout this series, Baltimore picks up their first championship, and we cannot keep up the trend of the NFC East dominance. Dallas lost in the Super Bowl. But 3 straight years, a different NFC East team has got into the championship. Only the Eagles have won it, though. And now we have to turn our attention here to the offseason. I mean, that's, you know, I entered into this Super Bowl thinking to myself, you know, how am I going to want to play out the rest of this series? And I think I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in the off-season video. Just because right now it's a lot of high emotions. You know, I loved this team. This team was so much fun to play with here in year 4. We dealt with so much adversity throughout this whole season. And to lose in that way, it hurts. It hurts a lot. And, you know, I don't know if David Montgomery is going to be back. You know, we have a lot of signings to do. We have a lot of decisions to be made. But this team was great. It's just unfortunate that that's how we're going to close out the year. So, yeah, guys. Don't really see too many depth changes. Dexter Lawrence went from X Factor to Superstar. There's a few depth development changes, but next time I'll talk more about this series and what we're going to be doing moving forward. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's action, even despite the loss. We'll be back for year 5, but first we have an off season to go through. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a great day.